I'm sorry, Ambassador Alba, but I couldn't find the flowers. All I found were these ugly weeds. Don't worry, I pulled them out for you.
Don't worry, I lit them on. I lit them on. I lit them on fire for you.
Please. They're based on the Passion of the Christ.
You keep
Fill my
saying-
Mel Gibson.
I feel like we gotta look at that.
reference jokes.
This patch of soil looks as though it has it has had something removed from it.
What are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Why'd you clam up all of a sudden? I'm still here, waiting for an explanation, you know.
Did you know, Agent Long? Flowers are best appreciated in silence.
That's actually really good.
It looks like two things were pulled out of this flower box.
Okay.
This watering can has a rather robust design.
It looks like a watering
In other
can.
words,
What are you talking
she
about?
thick.
Fuck me.
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you telling us stuff we can clearly see for ourselves?
Thank you, Kay.
Plus, if you keep wasting time talking about that, Miss Von Karma's gonna get arrested.
I'd better examine something else. The name of these flowers, I believe they're called passion flowers. Despite being called flowers, they are actually a species of vine. Do we get a vine boom in here, Zach?
Sure. Actually, that's on the... Yeah. Thank you. I was literally just about to click it myself.
They appear to be growing well, and are well supported by these plant supports, which I have never seen before in my life.
Yeah, but no matter how I look at it, it looks like there are only two here to me. You realize, don't you, sis? Your little lie has failed you.
Miles Edgeworth!
Like, why is he so mad at her for miscounting the number of plants? Like, this is clearly not gonna hurt her testimony.
Hurry up and shut this man up for me already.
I'm sorry, Francisca. Due to you not remembering the exact number of flowers, it must mean you're guilty.
You're going to jail.
Your whole testimony is shattered because of that. I can't help you anymore.
I suppose I will need to use some evidence to shut him up, won't I?
Okay,
yeah. I believe I have just the piece of evidence you require. Okay, now we can maybe present the sticks.
Crazy Lazy Days in the chat says only killers can't count flowers. Oh, you do you? You have such confidence in the face of your current plight. But I highly doubt it'll last until the end.
You howl like a wolf, Agent Long.
Do you mean that?
But we'll see if you have any bite to back up that bark after you see
It's very
the
nice of
evidence.
you if you meant that.
Seriously, oh my god. This is what I've wanted to hear my whole life.
It's very nice of you.
The truth the passion flowers reveal can be seen in this piece of evidence.
I'm assuming we jump to the hair sticks now.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yes, what else could
It
they
would be weird if it wasn't.
Point us to?
Ah, there we go.
Cool.
Shih-na, who was supposedly in Babel the entire time, had these hair sticks on her. They have to have another name besides hair stick, right? Like, what would you... That they're not just called hair sticks, right?
I don't know.
'Cause if they are, then whoever named them did a bad
Come
idea,
up with a
a
better
bad
name.
job.
Yeah.
Did a bad job?
I can't think of another name they'd be called, you know?
You did a bad job, hair stick namer person.
Yeah! That look exactly like the plant supports in this flower box. In other words, I believe it can be said that these hair sticks are in actuality support sticks for the passion flowers.
And so what? Is this really all that important to the case?
Of course it is.
Yeah, bro.
It means that we've found yet another item that was smuggled between the two countries tonight.
Yeah.
Think about it logically, Agent Long. These sticks were originally in Alabast. But somehow they wound up in shih-na's hands, who was in Babel the whole night. So make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knife and statue.
Very well then. Now, I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in Babel.
How did these support sticks find their way to Babel? Why? There must be some reason as to why they ended up there. Aha! So that's why! Agent Long, if you would please take a look at this and tell me its shape.
It's just another stick, isn't it?
And so it is. But the shape of the support sticks is what's important.
It's curved a little to the left.
For when they are used with something in this room, that's when it all comes into focus. And the object that completes the picture when used with the support sticks is...
Bro, I have no fucking clue.
the ceiling.
What?
It's the crossbow.
I was gonna say, is someone shooting carelessly with a crossbow?
Oh my god, you're right.
'Cause that's mildly hilarious.
That's fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Pew pew.
It's a crossbow. Wait, you're not really suggesting this is Link's crossbow training?
Whoa.
I wish.
For the Nintendo Wii?
God, I wish we were playing the greatest game of all time, Link crossbow training.
Now, Pridge, you gotta admit, Link's crossbow training, that's worth at least $90,
I hate
right?
That's worth at least your firstborn child.
I hate you both.
These hair sticks, or rather, plant support sticks, these two sticks, they make for perfect arrows.
Yeah!
Also, I'm not gonna lie, they probably don't.
Yeah.
I have to imagine a crossbow like that does not fire makeshift things. Like,
Yeah, right.
I bet you the string would snap those things. Like, I don't know anything about crossbows. I like military aspects, but I don't know about crossbows. I have a few, but my gut tells me you could not improvise ammo for a crossbow without it just not firing or destroying the ammo.
I agree with you, Pridge.
Right.
I feel like the secret is that these were actually made for this purpose, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Ooh, secret. I've done it! I found the common thread that connects the two offices.
You haven't done anything.
So that means that the statues were loaded into this crossbow and shot to the other side of the embassy. Even using the arrows, how does this explain how the statues were transported? Furthermore, who could it have been who fired these sticks as arrows? There must be a common thread that ties all of these things together.
Is there? Mr. Prosecutor, hold up a second. You do realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, right? They don't fly at all! Shut the fuck up! This is not the argument we're making right now. No! No! So Babel's statue was draped in the Yatagarasu's clothes and then shot over here? Even if you fire the arrows from the side, they wouldn't go far with the statue tied to them. I don't think I need to tell you that the Primadux statues didn't sprout wings. We're going to press that statement. It's really important. You're a realist, after all, aren't you?
Prima statues didn't sprout wings. Of course they didn't.
Glad you understand. I feel much better already. I was afraid for a second that you were unaware of that crucial fact. I thought you were a dum-dum.
It's only crucial. It's only crucial because you're under the belief that wings are necessary to this equation.
What?
You need to free your mind a bit more and let it fly like a bird on the wind. The Prima statues flew, but not on a wing. They flew on a dream. Allow me a bit of your time, and I'll explain this mysterious phenomenon to you.
Surely don't know how we're going with this one.
Well, we gotta press the wings, right?
The wing statement. Let's press the statement that we know means nothing because it is very silly.
Hold it!
The statues didn't need wings to fly.
Then how would you explain things? I'm almost looking forward to whatever fantastical explanation you come up with. Okay, that was super nothing.
Alright.
That was super nothing.
Super nothing!
Even if you fire the arrows from this side, they wouldn't go far with the sound. I mean, maybe something with this.
Well, it used a wire or something. Like they shot a wire.
Yeah, the wire that we have from the.
Oh, that's exactly. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
The clock.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the top of the clock here. There's literally a target on it.
Oh wow. Yep. That'll do it.
That's fucking crazy.
But we are in agreement that an arrow by itself would reach the other side, correct?
But just the arrow by itself is pretty meaningless, don't you think, Mr. Prosecutor? Because the things they wanted to smuggle were a lot bigger than nothing.
No, that's not necessarily true.
What?
What do you mean by that?
No, it's what do you mean by that?
What I need right now is not further discussion of my conclusions. It's the launching of my conclusions. What the shooter wanted to launch with the crossbow was not the statues themselves, but rather something a crossbow can launch that can be used to move the statues.
Oh, there we go. Then what did the crossbow launch? It's got to be the wire, right?
The wire!
Because it was also inside the clock on the other side. So.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
I mean, like, listen, we're gonna mitigate this
Finally.
really quick. We're gonna talk about this. This is we're almost at the end of the case. I know that. It seems a little insane to shoot a wire from this room to the room on the other side and then slowly wheel it across on a giant statue, golden statues on a wire. So, yeah, sure.
Yes, this is obviously absurd. I heard people saying like, "Oh, just wait." Yes, this is obviously going to be absurd, and completely unbelievable. But we won't dwell on it too long and just.
Yeah.
And I think we can all just say, yeah, that's ridiculous, but video game logic, and move on with our lives.
Finally, we have reached this point in our discussion, where I present to you that which was carried by the arrow from the crossbow.
I get it now, Mr. Prosecutor. I can see exactly what you're trying to say. This is a crazy picture. You're saying that the wire was tied to an arrow and then shot into Mr. Cochin's office. All the way from the 5th floor of the Alabastian Embassy. Okay, so they could just use gravity to get it across at least, but...
Right.
I mean, it's still very, 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 very silly. Down to the 3rd floor of the Babalese Embassy. If what you're claiming is really what happened, I can see how Alabast's Prima Duck statue could be moved. Gravity. Gravity can be used to move the statue down the wire from the 5th to the 3rd floor. But then, what about Babble's Prima Duck statue? The dark shadow in this photo is clearly flying away from Babble. Going in the opposite way of gravity from the 3rd floor of the Babylese embassy up to the 5th floor of the Alabastian embassy. How do you explain that?
Aha! I think I finally see how the gears behind this whole trick work. Agent Long, the motion used behind this trick. I wonder if perhaps you have yet to envision how it works in your head.
No. Motion? What motion?
This is the motion that was employed to smuggle Babble's Prima Duck statue. Bungee action!
Bungee action is crazy!
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a great set of choices.
What
Rotary
the
motion,
fuck?
swinging motion, and bungee action.
The new Prima Duck statue coming from Alabast has super bungee, action.
I was just gonna say this sounds like a toy commercial thing.
What the fuck?
With grip and jump and bungee action.
Buy now, 1999. I mean, it's not bungee action. Spoiler alert. But it's
Are we sure?
because we're trying to.
I mean,
how do you get from the right to the left? You can't do bungee action.
Right, I mean, because a bungee jump is you kind of just go
You
straight
fall
down and spring back
bounce
up. Right, so I don't, unless bungee action can refer to other things, then I don't know how this could work.
But I also am like, is it swinging? I don't necessarily know what they could even mean by rotary.
Was that you saying like they wield it? Like,
I think it's like a more of like a catapult thing would be.
the problem here is when I know that the physics are complete BS, I don't know what physical thing they want us to do. Like, no matter what it is, it's BS, so what BS option are they going to try and justify this with?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I think it
confused
has
no
to be
matter what.
rotary. I think it has to be rotary because swinging doesn't make any sense because you would need it.
You would need
You
another
can't swing.
point.
Yeah, there would need to be a central point that it's swinging from.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. And super bungee action would only work if they flipped the embassy on its side. So
part of me just wants to pick bungee action as if they say something funny, but I don't think they're gonna say.
yeah,
something
do
funny.
it.
Alright.
Try it.
Hold
We
on,
have plenty of
funny?
A bit of bungee action was employed.
Thank you for committing to that. Bungee action. Metal Gear. Are you saying that the wire acted as a bungee cord and the statue was hauled up?
That's a simple way of putting it, but yes.
Did you think about the weight of the statue at all? That thing is solid gold. Before that thing ever reached the office window, the wire would have snapped. I mean, but
No, but bungee action.
But we proved that the other gold statue went the other way on the wire. But, okay, let's consider your idea and say that the wire has the elasticity required.
I love how they're really rubbing salt in the wound, being like, hey,
Yeah.
let me really explain how stupid you
This
are
was
for picking
dumb, and I'm
bungee
gonna
action.
put it into words why this is so dumb.
You fired that kind of wire from a crossbow. The arrow could come sailing back at the person who shot it. Talk about dangerous. That's...
That would be
Crazy.
really funny.
Actually, is that true? Can we get the Mythbusters?
He's
on that?
absolutely right.
If you shoot a bungee cord on an arrow, will the arrow come back and kill you?
Boring.
I thought that sort of thing was common knowledge. I'm having a bit of a hard time right now dealing with a jurisdiction thief who lacks understanding of the most basic things like physics, Mr. Prot. Physics are complicated, Long. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Let's be
Unfortunately
very
for
clear.
me, it appears that Agent Long is correct. I need to calm down and think through this once more.
Alright, that was funny enough.
There is only one feasible motion that could have been used to send the statue up. This is the motion that was employed to smuggle Babel's prima deck statue.
Let's do rotary. Let's do rotary. It's the Rotary Club.
I believe it was done via rotary motion. If the two statues were transported simultaneously...
Simultaneously? Get real. The statues would collide somewhere along the way.
Did I ever say that there was only one line of wire between the two offices?
That's true, there was two bolts.
If you shot an arrow with the two ends of a wire tied to it, a circular belt can be formed.
Long C says, don't object and call a success what is beyond reasonability. What?
What?
Don't object.
And Miles Edgeworth says, what?
Don't object and call a success what is beyond reasonability. I mean, like, sure. I guess that's a sentence. Taking into account the tension difference between the two wires, the top one would sag too much to the point where the statues would collide anyway.
Agent Long, as you know, the prima deck statue is a one-of-a-kind national treasure. And the fact that Babel's statue is a hollow replica of the real statue, it would naturally be lighter than the real one, meaning that my idea is very possible.
Long C says...
No!
I don't think you said that. I don't think you said that, bro.
What does the long C say?
Here is what I believe happened.
I'm glad the video game let me do that.
Ms. Yu and her mysterious co-conspirator set themselves up in the two different rooms.
I was kind of expecting Magnus to come running in while I did that, how?
The co-conspirator bridged the rooms by shooting the two ends of the wire down on one arrow. Then the two of them covered the statues and proceeded to transport the statues. After the switch was completed, another arrow was fired, carrying the other end of the wire down to Babel where it was to be disposed of.
So we're just to assume that, like, you can't see the wire in this picture, right? Like, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's done enough, it wouldn't show up on a picture taken like that. Probably at all.
And to do that, Ms. Yu hid it inside the grandfather clock. QED.
How dare you talk about my erectile dysfunction? This proves it, right, Agent Long? That I'm not the killer.
Not yet, sis. I still haven't had my dessert yet. What? Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
I mean,
What?
do you want a Swiss roll, or do you want to go get some Dairy Queen?
Oh shit, I love a blizzard. Long C says enjoy a blizzard.
Alright, limb on the table. Favorite Blizzard flavor? Go.
Oh, that's
Cookies
really
and
difficult.
Gut reaction. Nope, gut reaction. Give me it. Give me it.
Fuck. Heath Bar?
Okay, ooh, that's a good one.
I love
Wes?
Heath Bars.
Cookies and cream.
Classic.
Alright,
Can't go
acceptable.
wrong with that.
Oreo,
I mean, yeah.
which is generally cookie, which is
Yeah,
kind of
that's
cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding, as it were.
No, it's in the blizzard. Pudding is a nice dessert.
Guys, what are we doing here?
So,
What do you think, everyone? Should we stop this investigation and get some pudding? I second that, Agent Long.
So what
Yeah, pal, I could go for some pudding. Your treat. Well, I suppose we could grab a bite.
I love Dairy Queen!
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yeah.
I suppose we can halt the investigation for pudding, Miles Edgeworth.
So, do you think you can do it? Can you prove that what you said is what happened? Because remember, if you can't, I'll be taking a certain someone back home with me as a souvenir. You can't phrase it like that, Lon. You simply can't phrase it like that.
Law, human trafficking is illegal, man.
You're an Interpol agent.
Just
You
say
should
that.
know.
You can't just claim you're gonna human traffic someone. My man.
I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains.
As long as there's no proof.
Ah.
This is my you. Fuck you.
Wait, fuck her?
No. No Uno reverse cards. You just say the second half of the sentence. I cut you off. I apologize.
I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains just that. However, what I have laid out is no mere hypothesis, for there is one more piece of evidence.
One more? This should be interesting. You think you have a piece of evidence that will turn your hypothesis into a fact? Well then, let's see it, Mr. Prosecutor.
The thing that made it possible to create a circular belt out of a length of wire. I believe that it is right here in this very room.
Oh, it's the fan.
Now then, I believe this is what made the circular belt
Yeah.
transportation method
You tie.
possible.
I guess the point is you tie it around there.
And the
and
other
it-
one broke.
And then spin it.
Yeah.
The only reason that occurred to me is there was a place my parents would take me fucking all the time as a kid. That I can't even remember the name of the place, but all of the fans were on like a belt system. So they were all tied together like that. And they all ran in unison.
I mean, let's be perfectly clear here. The motors and ceiling fans are nowhere near powerful enough to spin a golden statue.
Nope. Not at all.
You guys gotta get some stronger ceiling fans.
Looks like you dropped another bomb on us again.
The last piece to the trick are two pulleys.
Precisely. The ceiling fans double as pulleys in this case. And thanks to the fact that there is one installed in each of the offices, the ceiling fans made for the perfect pulley set for the wire to run on.
Achoo! That's fucking Nixon, if
He
there
just
ever
did
was.
that Nixon. He did.
I am not a pup.
I'm not a pup.
That's good.
This must be it. This is how the smugglers bypassed this impenetrable security.
You really are something else, Mr. Prosecutor. I bet you figured it all out already, haven't you? You know the big hotshot that set up this real-life stage show is, don't you?
The person who set up this rather large and complex stage show needs to be someone who had foreknowledge of the existence of a ceiling fan in both the Alabastian and Babyliss offices, and that the Passion Flower's support stakes could be used as arrows.
I mean, when you get to that point, it's really, there's only one person it could fucking be.
Right. The real mastermind behind this case.
Are they gonna let us accuse him right now? Well, don't you
Yeah, I
dare
guess.
make this wolf wait for his food!
Why are you so hesitant, Miles Edgeworth? If you can't say who it is, why don't you present something like you always do?
A single point of the finger here, in this case, will explode into an international incident. However, it's already too late for me to stop the forward momentum. It appears that I have no choice now, but to rush in.
Okay, Magnus Burnsides.
There is a piece of evidence that will point us to who the mysterious mastermind is.
Wait, There's evidence? I was just gonna present a person.
Oh, is it the car, maybe? The video? Is that anything?
I mean... I don't... think so?
Hi, what was the description of the video again?
Oh wait, is it the guitar pick?
Description is Kocha entering the scene.
I mean, that's the K8 incidents crime scene. That's not it.
We still don't know what the guitar pick was for, right?
Yeah.
It's wet. Why is it
the
wet?
weird indents on it or cutouts on it? I'm like, what the fuck is that for?
Oh wait, what's the note again? The note that was written to Damascus II?
That's what's
that's Manny Kochan.
Manny Kochan telling I almost called him the best.
Why are the samurai dogs in our evidence still?
That's a good Edgeworth's hungry. It's after midnight. He's not him when he's hungry. My guess is like this, but it's a really weird way of asking us to present it because
The passion flowers.
they brought up like there's only one person who would have understood the passion flowers, and I'm like, yeah, it's the guy who planted and raised the passion flowers.
Yeah, I guess the passion flowers does make sense.
It's the only
Because it has his name in the description.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. This.
Okay.
Okay.
This smuggling could not have been possible without the use of the crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the flower box in this very room. They were planted so long ago that the passion flowers had the time to grow so big. That Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited this room today. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both offices had ceiling fans tells us that the person had very detailed information of the embassy's layout.
It's Calais Polano.
So as you may have already guessed, the person I am accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flowers in the flower box with the utmost care.
Kinda wish they just asked us last time to say that person.
Thus, it can only be you, Quercus Alba!
Curse you, Quercus!
Why did you have to do all that?
Why did you have to go
stealing?
committing smuggling?
Oh shit! They got me!
Wait, did you say my name? What?
Are you out of your mind, Miles Edgeworth?
What did I do this time?
No, Franziska, it's you. What the fuck?
I'm certain of what I'm saying, and I'm sure that he is the culprit.
Tell me, Mr. Prosecutor.
He's laughed more in this episode than I think he has in the entire series.
He's having a real good time.
He's
today.
having
He's
having
yucking
fun.
it up.
It's all because of
We
the
should
morphine
all have as much fun.
that I got at the hospital. Nita reminded me of
Right now.
this episode.
Oh, wait a minute, you guys! I just figured out what the guitar pick is. Just look at the screen right now.
Oh, it's the flower petal. That's what the indents in art.
Oh my god!
Wow. Good job, Wes, and I feel stupid.
Yeah! I mean, honestly, that's really
Staring
smart.
us in the face
That's really
the whole
good.
time.
That's really smart.
Good call, Wes, and boy, do I feel.
Yeah, goddamn, that's crazy. What was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world would he need to use a trick like that?
I understand your need to doubt me. However, there is one thing that stands out to me as very odd.
Just one thing, huh?
The one single end result Ambassador Alba sought to obtain. If we were to examine the focus of this complex trick, I believe we will finally find the answer to everything. Everything will become clear once we examine this piece of evidence. The statue. The samurai dogs.
Why the statue?
I think because he's saying he wanted the statue.
But he had the real one.
Maybe the fake one housed something?
I mean, in terms of pieces of evidence we could examine, I mean, I feel like it's gotta be one of the statues.
Right, right. Well, I mean, it would be this one because he got it. This is the one that is now sitting in his office, so...
Right.
What's up with it? Like, he wanted it for a
Yeah.
reason. He set this up to get
Maybe
this
there's
statue.
something inside of this.
Yeah.
I would fully understand the reasoning had the situation been the reverse. However, to go through the trouble of swapping the real Primaduck statue for the fake, I sense a very shady reason for such a bizarre action. And who better to ask for that reason than King Primadux himself?
I see. Ambassador, we'll be examining that statue.
We'll be needing
now.
Maya Fey in here now.
We
We
need her
need to channel the spirit of King
King
Primadux.
Primadux.
Hey guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why'd you guys call me here? You know I don't have personal knowledge of what happens to the statue of me, right?
Also, give this girl a burger when you're done. She needs it.
Maya, did you actually summon King Primadux's spirit, or is this just you? Maybe.
I see.
You know, when you say maybe in your voice, it kind of gives it away.
Ambassador, we'll be examining that statue now, with or without your permission.
With or without your permission.
With or without
your
I
permission.
mean, we saw this last time, right? We saw
We
the
did.
butt.
The butt. The Larry butt.
Oh, we can zoom in. We get big zooms.
Pig zooms on
I
stream,
mean,
baby.
like,
Look at his shield.
shield, baby.
A shield, huh? There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it.
Okay, well, thanks.
I bet it's supposed to mean that the guy is protecting something.
I don't think it's supposed to have that deep of a meaning behind it.
Shut up, Edgeworth. You don't know art.
In that case, what are we wasting time with this for? Let's look at some other area.
Hell yeah. The sword. I bet this means he has something to attack.
With his sword drawn like that, there is an aura of valor and bravery around King Primadux.
He looks so cool, standing like that with the sword stuck in the ground in front of him. Maybe I should try and come up with some cool pose with a shuriken or something.
Alright, Yuffie. I am seriously beginning to think that her real goal in life is to become a ninja.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, there isn't anything particularly odd about the sword, right?
No, not really. I suppose we should examine a different area of the statue now.
Okay.
How about his killer fucking abs?
Unfortunately, that's not an area we can examine.
How about his tits?
Also,
Yeah.
unfortunately, not an area we can examine.
Examine his boobs!
What happened to his boobs?
We can examine his head, though. So head then.
So yes, have been?
Yes.
This guy kind of looks like the Steel Samurai.
The steel.
Yeah,
The steel samurai!
Pretty good.
This guy kind of looks like the Steel Samurai, don't you think? Maybe it's because they looked alike that he was picked to be the Goodwill Ambassador.
I suppose that's possible. Take a look at this area around the base of his neck! It looks like a gap.
It looks like a gap!
Did you call it his...
Every time I do, it looks like a gap!
Like a neck, like a gutter for something in his neck, maybe?
For some
fluid.
substance to pass through.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
I don't know anybody who would call them anything other than just your neck.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you're right. Maybe it's meant to be some kind of secret.
Perhaps it's possible to open the statue from this gap in its construction.
Wait, what? What?
That's what Long said.
Hurry up and open it, Miles.
Alright, here goes.
Sorry? That
Wait,
just happened
are those
so
junk
fast?
$5?
That just happened so fast?
Wow,
Guys, I think
it really
that's
did
real junk
open up.
$5.
Hey, what's this thing that fell out?
I believe a more thorough examination of it is required.
That animation was way too fast. I'm sorry.
It's like,
It was like 2 frames. Shut the
if you
fuck
remember
up.
in the edit, can you put Deja Vu when it does that?
Oh, sure, it was way too fast. Also, it's like an Iron Maiden now. It's crazy.
You can kill people inside of it.
We're going to get the dollars.
What in the... Is this...
Hey, is that what I think it is?
It's a plate for making counterfeit bills.
Plate.
Somehow, it appears that we've at long last arrived at the exit to this complex labyrinth.
Sure.
We finally hold within our hands one of the counterfeit money plates. And the reason why the replica was smuggled into Alabas to begin with.
Oh, because he can make more money.
Because he needs more money.
What the fuck you order? This is
Quercus.
incredible. Shut the fuck up. I just got this big old statue with me.
Hey, Sonny, mind grabbing the statue for me?
Now he just fucking whacks him over the head with it, too.
I really hope they animate that. I don't expect them to, but goddamn.
The Primaduck statue can only be handled by the ambassador or the secretariat.
You know,
It doesn't mean that they have to handle it well.
you know why the statue had to be hollow?
Why?
My dick is inside of it.
First, you cut a hole in the statue.
Then
You put your dick in that statue.
you put your prima dick in the statue.
Wow, it's the Prima Dick statue.
It's the prima dick.
Oh, step 3, get her to open the statue. It's the dick in a statue.
I am a beloved character in this franchise.
Everybody loves the dick in the statue bit.
It was Damask II's favorite bit before I killed him. Oh, got me again.
Oh, you got
God damn it.
always pictured me bragging about my statues.
My dick statue. Fuck me.
The Primaduck statue can only be handled by the ambassador or the secretariat. And the replica is nothing more than a hollow shell covered in gold.
More like the Sexretariat, am I right?
Got him!
Because it's my dick.
Yeah, we understood you the first time.
Ambassador, you're going to jail. We get it.
This might not be the best time to be rehearsing your dick jokes.
My tight five.
These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object in which to hide contraband.
Or a dick.
After receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from shih-na, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into Damask II.
Oh, so wait, did Manny Kochin set up this elaborate deal to trade this, to get the real statue, to give him the plates, and then was like, okay, but Damask II, go steal the statue back
steal
from me,
it back
please.
so that he has both.
That's fucking sick. That's good. Manny Kochin, big brain, old body.
Big brain on Manny.
Surprised by the thief, the ambassador raised the replica statue at Damask II, and
Please animate it. Kind of. Okay.
Kind of. A little bit.
then, in order to frame the steel samurai of the murder, he covered the samurai sword in blood. And I did it all without taking my dick out of the statue. Well, Ambassador Alba,
What? I got a big.
I really wish that it had the statue in front of him like it did in the smaller animation whenever we had banned back over to him. I'm not hiding anything. Honest.
And he lifts his hands up and the statue is still there.
It just floats there.
Oh God.
How fucking strong is your dick? You're the leader of the smuggling ring? My country is a mess. And it's all because of you?
You're the one who killed Damask II?
Answer us!
I never thought that you would figure things out to this level. However, there is one point I disagree with you on. The head of the smuggling ring was Mr. Kochin. Quit screwing around. I have no sympathy for someone who would try to pass the guilt onto a dead man. If there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that you're the real ringleader, Quercus Alba.
Wait, you didn't? You literally just came up. Like, what do you mean? Like, there's one thing I believe. Like, dude, you just got to. You didn't even think this until like 10 seconds ago. How are you so like
sure
adamant in this belief now?
No, I've always thought this.
I knew it all along.
I'm so certain of this fact that hasn't been proven to me, and I only learned about 30 seconds ago.
No, I've always known this. Long C says. I always knew that.
Don't worry about it.
It's not good to speak with such subjectivity, you know, Agent Long. Subjectivity? My conclusion is anything but, and this is the result of logic and investigation.
Suck on my subjectivities.
Well, you can suck
That
on
joke
my
does not
pre-dick.
work.
Logic and investigation? Only seconds ago, you were ready to arrest Miss Von Karma.
He's got you there,
He
dude.
does have a point. He does have a point,
He's
Agent
got
Long.
you there.
Alba was listening to Pridge right now. I don't think you can give such a flip-floppy logic any real weight, do you?
This guy's lost it.
Huh? It looks like you still don't get why I came back. Excuse me? You see, the reason I came back is so that I could sink my fangs into your wrinkly old neck. From the very beginning, my real target has been you.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Agent Long, I demand an explanation.
Sorry, sis. I didn't mean to put you through all that. I knew you were innocent from the very beginning.
You did?
I'm
yeah,
kinda...
but I'm an idiot and can't figure shit out. So I needed a reason to get Miles to figure it out.
I'm actually kind of glad that they're playing this angle, because did not believe that he would actually accuse Franziska personally.
I mean, it does fit.
And
It
if
does fit.
they're gonna give Long one moment to be smart, I'm happy that it's this moment. You know.
I do kind of like the Paleo strategy was, though, he needs Miles to prove it.
Yeah.
Because I sure as fuck wasn't going to. I am not that bright.
Do you know that wolves have fangs? I knew this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for. So naturally, the occupant of this room, Ambassador Alba, seemed the most suspicious. But without the ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in to take another look around.
Ah, so that's why you put on this big show to accuse Franziska of the murder. Using Franziska as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights.
Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I doubt the ambassador would have given the okay to poke around.
So that's what all this was about. Very well. I will forgive you. But in exchange for using me as bait, you will take some responsibility and help us find the truth.
Agent Long, for giving me such a great opening. I thank you.
You know, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor, that somehow, if we were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you'd be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic. It's just called logic.
It's not. It's mostly just normal logic.
I
appreciate the upset. I appreciate the upset, but it's not really needed.
The evidence detectives collect combined with the logic of a prosecutor. And also, mostly the evidence collected by the prosecutor. Actually, let's just leave the detectives out of it. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor-detective team, right?
I don't know about all that. One thing I do know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming to him. Ho ho! You're quite scary when you want to be, aren't you? Hey, you were the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto the sis. I really hate that he keeps saying the sis. But unfortunately for you...
The sis are guilty of
a lot of things,
as we all know.
But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me. Agent Long, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. What we need right now is evidence and proof.
And love.
What the world needs now is love. I wonder if you...
And a dick in a statue.
I can provide one of them.
I wonder if you have what is necessary to prove that I am the head of the smuggling ring.
Objection!
The location of my head. It's in the statue.
I'll give you a hint.
It's the statue.
don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of the smuggling ring, then you should acknowledge your crimes with dignity.
Dignity? That is nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes, then I would like to first see some of this thing you call evidence. I tell you, I knew nothing. Really. I didn't even know that a counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue. I thought it was my dick.
You swapped a real statue that vested in your country the authority to rule for a fake. It doesn't make any sense that you didn't know anything.
It doesn't make sense? Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make sense? I mean, it doesn't, bro. Like, what do you want us to tell you?
He's really got us.
No, he just
It
said...
doesn't make sense.
All he said was like... What we said is, you get nothing out of doing this deal. And he said, do I? But, like, that's nothing.
Are you sure?
He's turned the entire situation around against
No,
us.
he hasn't.
He's turned it about.
By just saying, what if no?
No, he didn't.
The proof that Interpol has been after, which points to this man as the ringleader. If we can somehow find that proof now, we can see to it that justice is finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open?
Flashback.
The trump card and the videotape. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down. But the card is evidence from a case that Mr. Faraday hid away in secret. And the tape was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. They're both illegal evidence.
Why was that text so slow?
I know, just no matter what, a protector of the law can't be allowed to use such pieces of evidence.
Whoa.
Whoa! Needless to say, we Von Karmas are commanded to achieve nothing but victory.
He's already dead at this point.
And by any means necessary.
You don't have to feel beholden to his ideals.
Yeah, why is he giving us a pep talk? Why is he in our anime white heaven space where he's talking to us?
The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts.
Hey, it's me, Mo the Clown! I'm also here! You can do it, Edgeworth!
No. What a fucking call.
Forgive me the discourtesy of appearing in this.
I don't even know who you are. That's what we thought at the time.
Also, someone brought in a big bowl of mini Dum Dum Suckers to work.
Oh,
so when
yeah.
I walked by them, I went, Detective Bad's been here.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma. And I won't follow the path of the Yotagarasu.
Because I never
I'll
was
follow
anyways.
the prosecutor's path.
Oh.
This leaves me with what? What creed will I believe in? With arms wide open!
Thank you.
Under the sunlight!
Thank you.
I believe in the only creed I can.
Hold me now! I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking
6 feet ain't so far down.
If I want to pursue the truth, then I will sully my hands in illegality. I mean, you've done that before.
Yeah.
And if I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law? What is justice? Which path is a prosecutor supposed to follow?
Nice prosecutor in quotation marks.
Is a prosecutor. That choice is one I must make by my own hand, here and now.
And I think we're gonna find out what choice Edgeworth makes next time.
Next
on Dragon
time.
Ball Z. Folks, that's gonna do it for another Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer. Let us know in the comments down below how excited you are to see us suffer over how long the resolution of this case takes. If you like this, catch it every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Support us wherever you can. Shop.savedatateam.com, patreon.com/savedatateam. But until next time, stick around for art because court is adjourned. Starting off art this week, Herlock Gnomes with collage, a painting I did of shih-na and an Edgeworth. Yeah. Yeah, the painting is really, really cool. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this. Like the shading on it too and everything is great. Hell yeah, Gnomes. And collage number 2 is Uncle Grandpa Bad is requested by Wes. I don't remember you requesting this, but...
I did at one point, I'm pretty sure.
Winged Dragon of Rashino. Kashino as a Winged Dragon of Ra from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Also, look at that raw fucking pose.
It's really good. It's really, really good. Doug Swallow is Doug Funny, which is fucking insane. It's crazy. And then, of course, Strong Bad is Tyrell Bad, as requested by Twitch last
Hell
week.
yeah.
I will tell you, this is not the last time we see Tyrell Strong Bad.
Strong Bad.
Yeah, it's very good.
Hell yeah.
Malta with not much drawing this week because I'm working on finishing my Mim Volant cosplay for Saturday. I hope it's okay that I'm posting it here, but I did make the cape and sewed the gold top decorations. Of course it's okay. This is fucking awesome. Yeah. This is so good. And yeah, you've got the magical trio. That's so good. Hell yeah. Amazing. Bopal, which is Babbly's Opal. Hi y'all. I haven't been able to stay up for the streams because of one of my classes moving to Thursday mornings. Boo. But after this week, the semester is basically over, so I'll be able to catch the stream live again. In the meantime, here's some silly Franziska and Polino content.
Ambassador Polina, is it true that Mr. Cochin called you baby girl? In Babbly's ink as well?
Very good. Infamously dorky with my art program was giving me issues, so I tried to make it work anyways. I mean, it looks so good. What are you talking about? This is great. This is amazing.
Oh my god. The second one is giving fucking Itachi walking at walking at Sasuke.
Sasuke, yeah.
Yeah, trying to pluck his eyes out of his head.
A specialty with every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet. Oh, fuck.
Everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, objection!
I didn't catch the Arthur meme at first. How does it feel to be streaming the day of that one Arthur episode? No way, it is April 9th! Holy shit, that's the September 11th episode of Arthur! If you don't know, look up that episode of Chaos Jeopardy, or it's also a reel now, or a short, however you want to call it. I'm so sorry as to what I've unleashed upon the world. Arthur Edgeworth, that's fucking good. Wow. It's the thing where I want to ask to get the Arthur like hand clenched meme, but I feel like that's just a picture of Edgeworth from the side. It's kind of nothing. Specialty coming back with the very quick speed run. Thank you for this. The fact that you included a little bit of the background makes it perfect. It's 10 out of 10. Verathena with Got Some More Cats. And the second one is a reanimation of my favorite Pearl sprite, but through cat version. It's a little tough because I haven't done frame by frame in a while, but it's fine. The Pearl bounce sprite is like the greatest thing in the world.
So cute.
It's 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. Lil Ghost with, hey guys, I know it's been a whole week since the reveal, but I'm so excited for Silk Song and Deltarune. So here are Maya and Trucy, also excited for Deltarune and Silk Song. Maya would be a Deltarune fan, I am sure of that. Also, fun fact, Susie's original concept was based on Maya Fey, though of course she has changed since then and she is her own character. That's crazy to me, because I associate those characters as being so wildly different.
Yeah.
But this is super cute. This is really, really cute. I love this. Fucking the two of them being like, oh my god, Silk Song is real!
Silk Song is here!
Hell yeah. A Helios Valen with a quick little colored sketch of two of my favorite Ace Attorney antagonists with an old art trend. They would have been a terrifying duo if they ever met. That's so good.
Nice.
Also, I love the nails on Gavin. That's really good. Sarah Chai with, wow, can you guys believe they announced Athena Sykes Ace Attorney, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? Me neither. I'm so excited. And look, they released this official artwork with it too. I'm totally not salty /J. Very cute though.
Cute.
The pose is really good. I love the freckles. 10 out of 10. The Fishy with I've turned more Ace Attorney characters into fish. Franziska is a ribbon eel. I mean, That's brilliant. It's honestly brilliant. She's like a whip. That's very good. And it would feel wrong to make Long anything other than a wolffish. It's so funny because wolffish are such ugly motherfuckers, but you're not wrong. John Cosworth with After Pridge made the strong bad joke. I had to go once again cross the Ace Attorney and Homestar Runner streams and make these references. Detectives Tyrell Strong Bad and the K-Eat / the Great Thief Cheetah Garasu. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
John sent this to me earlier in the week, and the fucking K-Cheat is so fucking funny.
K-Cheat. K-Cheat.
And the weird girl assistants as the Teen Girl Squad. Fucking amazing.
They're detectives. They're Detective Strongbad. Do you know who the Yatagarasu is?
Fucking Burger.
Weird Girl Squad!
The Pearly One!
Shirley with hello, I'm back with Dahlia Propaganda. Content warning for blood. Hope y'all are good, by the way. Thank you so much. Yo, fucking
Dude.
Dragon Ball Z
pose and the Vegeta pose.
And yo, again, Shirley hit with the incredible, like, watercolor pictures with blood. As always. Amazing. River with the next Phantom Thief Ace Attorney Royal is, of course, Athena. Her codename is Vision. She uses support magic like healing and buffs. And her persona is Cassandra, the Trojan priestess cursed who always tell the truth but never be believed. That's very good. Yeah.
Nice. Damn, she's busted. Look at that. She's strong in every element and repels like.
I was gonna say, I like all I could look at was the fucking screenshot, effectively, of the menu. I'm like, what's going on here? Level 99? Okay, shit. River with, am I too late for this? Or parental advisory? Thank you. Straight out of courtroom.
Straight out of courtroom.
Great Thief Yatagarasu. It really did feel like an album cover. It's so good.
Yeah.
Pinky with, guys, I've been having several not ideal days lately, so I don't have any actual art, but I saw this and it was so them, so I had to doodle it. Top 10 Miles Edgeworth quotes ever. How deep is the mud? Depends on who you ask.
I don't get it.
Short people have less value.
I was not ready for that final. That's really funny. Holy shit. That's really good. Hope you're doing okay, Pinky. Feel better. Yes. I really appreciate the guest voice actors filling in for Edgeworth recently. Wow. Sans Edgeworth and Pipe Edgeworth. Very, very good. Sacred Dragonair withdrew this back when Sonic 3 first came out. Phoenix and Edgy in the Sonic and Shadows iconic Adventure 2 poses. That's so good. I hate how much that game means to me growing up with it, but it is really, this is amazing. Baby Trucyverse, I bet Phoenix was so proud when this happened. Oh shit.
Wow.
Fuck.
Baby's first objection.
Yeah, objection. Chrono Wizards with, I actually put all my ideas of this case in the last piece, so I'm working off the ideas from this stream.
Yeah!
I only have time for this one. Well, here it is. God damn it. Don't worry, Agent Long. My life is in our nation's security's hands.
Yeah!
That's really good. That's really good. All right, folks. We'll be back whenever you tune in next time. You're all the best. Have a great night. I don't know. A ding, ding, ding. I'll say it.